See, I've been waiting. Waiting on that time. Feel me if you've been waiting on yours. That moment, it's close. It's close. It's close.
Yeah.
Tired of living day to day like everything's alright. Just waiting on that moment. Waiting on my moment.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Beyond The Stethoscope. And as you can see, I'm not enjoying Fiji anymore. I'm back to reality, aka Darwin. So as you can see, most of my videos were based on defining my legacy. That was the title. And I just want to explain why I chose that title and why I chose that title for Femi's video when she went down to Sydney for her mental health SBS Insight opportunity. So defining my legacy goes back to my parent brand of Beyond The Stethoscope, which is Live Your Legacy, which involves creating a legacy, defining one, and then leaving one. So when I thought of this idea of Live Your Legacy, it was all about creating something, for change, for essentially leaving a legacy for the future people. And the way I look at it is becoming a doctor is a legacy in itself because of the amount of people you're affecting and how your reputation and your ability to affect people creates a legacy on its own. However, with me, it's hard to fathom that just being a doctor will be my only career, only life goal, really. And I'll just pretty much be quiet after that. That's just not who I am. I'm interested in many other things, and I feel like a lot of my viewers are as well. Probably thinking so. So my thing about defining my legacy is, I started this legacy of becoming a doctor, which I created essentially when I started med school. And going through different experiences, meeting different people, going to Fiji and interacting with people helped define my legacy of how I want to interact, how I want to impact people. With my minimal legacy I have right now as being a med student and what I've done so far, was able to maybe impact some of the students that I've met in Fiji or some of the patients I met in Fiji, just to create a relationship with them and create an impact that might have not happened if I wasn't there. So that's pretty much what it is in terms of defining your legacy. And I feel like a lot of med students lose that idea of, I could be more than that, because once they're in medical school, they're stuck all the time in this runaround of, I gotta be good, I gotta learn, I gotta study, I can't really do anything outside of med, especially when you get up in the later years. But I think that's really not the case, and I think you should be able to do it. Living your legacy, in all honesty, it's one of my biggest, I guess, passions, I would say. And I want to see this grow, and I want to help people achieve more if they want to. People have interests, but sometimes they don't know how to go about it, or who to contact, or just how to get started, how to get that motivation going. And I think, ironically, I'm saying I can motivate people, or I can get them connected in certain ways, or find the right people to talk to and try to manage things, but I'm not the greatest motivator as well, which is kind of ironic. But I think over the past several years, I've learned from other people just how to work, just the system, and how to talk to people and make connections that you don't think would be helpful currently, but just make the most of opportunities that are given to you, and learning from your hires and listening to them, and sometimes taking the BS that when you need to take it, because as a medical student, you're not really at the point of, giving it back to anyone because you're at the bottom rung. I think, being who I am and what I've gone through, I've seen a lot. I've gone through a lot. I think it's one of the things that, I'd want to improve the system and, living a legacy of, going through all these hardships and stuff so that no other medical student wouldn't have to go through that, or creating the experiences so that students are better prepared to create their own legacy and improve their career by going through these situations. Being able to see what Fiji was like. A lot of our school has this connection with Fiji where a lot of our students, past and future, will go to Fiji. And sometimes people just don't know how it is or what to prepare for. Some people think it's highlights, or some people think it's third world country. So it's good to have an idea of what to do or what to happen over there. And I just think there's more to being just a doctor, in my opinion. And that's what I want to do. I want to promote that fact and help push and motivate those who have other dreams or have other interests, in terms of just not only med. And even if it is med, just continue to push and motivate them to get through, as this is our final year in terms of exams, and we all want to pass, and obviously stress can cope to people, and you just got to be sometimes a motivating factor, whether it's just laughing or giving them that little push or popping that bubble in order to get them back to study. So yeah, that's essentially why I created those videos on defining my legacy, or that was the title of it, because it helped define my legacy in terms of experiencing, a new healthcare system and realizing that not everything is as great as it is in Australia in terms of healthcare. It's different places. You have to learn to manage and adapt and just do certain things differently. And it helped me realize and open my eyes to different ways of practice. So it will definitely help me in my career and open my skills in terms of building a better, career and a legacy for myself in the future. And hopefully I can share those emotions and share those memories with other people so that they can also impact other people in that way and improve their own legacy. So yeah, that's pretty much about it for this vlog. It's just pretty much explaining to you guys why I do what I do and why I have lived my legacy as the start. And obviously Beyond the Stethoscope is just one part of the legacy that I want to leave through my journey, and this is why I'm taking you on it. And so with that being said, I'm finally back in Darwin. It's about 7 weeks into my med rotation. Got 4 more weeks left, got 10 weeks of surge, and then it's exams. So we're cracking down soon, and obviously I might get a little more serious, but then obviously I get more creative as well. Because you gotta stay happy, you gotta stay focused, you gotta get the grind on though. So with that being said, you guys know, remember to live your life, love your life, and let God in your life. Peace.
Hey, we got another one, baby. Urban Noise. I can be a rich town hero. When you need me, I'll be there to the rescue. I can be your little rich town hero. See, your man ain't gotta know about me.